When I'm coaching people about leadership, I always ask them what is about their job that they like. And they say things like, oh, shared sense of purpose, direction, being part of an organisation that's making a contribution and giving back, developing teams and people. I say, oh, that sounds marvellous, I say. So what's the downside? And they say it's not so much downside, it's more a sort of a nagging sense that I should be doing something else, that I'm missing out on other things, that perhaps I'm, stuck doing the same job in the same organisation. And I say, well, why did you stay? And they say, oh, well, the money's good. I get a bonus, I get share options, I get medical insurance, we have a doctor and a dentist in the office, free ice cream, I get tickets to Arsenal. And I say, well, that's great. I say, why do you think companies do all that? They say, oh, retain the best talent. I say, okay, so not about learned dependency then. Anyway, I say, have you thought about doing your own thing? And invariably people say, oh, could never do that. I say, why not? So, I'm not entrepreneurial. So I tell them two stories about me and entrepreneurial, both about 25 years ago. First was, I was then working in London, and I had an hour and a half commute each way, and I used to hate the commute. And when I got to London, I'd spend a significant part of my day talking to people on the phone who were not actually in my office. They might have worked for the same company in different offices or different countries, or they were journalists, but a significant amount of my time, having gone all the way up there, I could have been speaking to them from anywhere. And I used to be on the platform of the station at kind of 10 to 7 in the morning, same crowd of people all the time. And I think there has to be a halfway house between working from home, which isn't for everybody, and working in an office. How about hybrid offices in town centres? And I thought, well, look, the banks are now beginning to leave. Why don't we take over some of the banks' offices and make little hybrid work hubs? And because all people really want is someone to do their work, as if they have people to talk to about what was on television last night, to talk about the sport, politics, share a coffee with, go for lunch with, and as long as there's somebody there who knows how to use the photocopier for doing double-sided A4, everybody's quite happy. Yes, issues around security and confidentiality, but they're just issues. So basically, I had the idea for WeWork 25 years ago, and because I didn't want to try and raise the world's consciousness, and I'm not an entrepreneur, it never happened. Next one, again about 25 years ago, I was on a long walk, Office Dyke Path with a friend, and one night we were staying in this very run-down pub, and after far too many Guinnesses, we decided we're going to buy the pub. And what we're going to do is we're going to build an outward-bound weekend centre for all these young professionals with more money than sense. This is before Lycra and mammals and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to do tripwire competitions, we're going to do running in the Black Mountains, cycling, mountain biking, and swimming and kayaking in the river. Basically, we invented Tough Mudder long before Tough Mudder. And the point of these stories is that there's a difference between working for a company, working for yourself, and being entrepreneurial. Working for yourself, many people get frightened by it. It is not jumping off a cliff. For most people, it's stepping off a curb. It's the difference between learned dependency and being chained to a desk and having the confidence and the resilience to learn new skills, to do your own thing, to follow your nose and make your own luck. And it can be, and it is, hugely exciting and hugely worrying at the same time. There is no balance because you have no safety net. The good news is that every month I'm employee of the month. I'm the one who gets the blame and I'm the one who gets the praise. And there's a vicarious pleasure about having the ability to do your own thing, especially if you can blend that kind of working for yourself and doing your own thing with pro bono and giving back and goofing around. So there's a huge difference between being a wage slave on the one hand and Richard Branson on the other. You can just do your own thing and build your own life career. So that's the kind of topic which I think is really worth exploring between you and your coach.